Down the flares towards the sun, and the shadows fall behind you. Down the flares just carry on, and the shadows.
Let's continue. We are looking at functions. Okay, so I want us to try out another example still on functions, and this is we are going to create a function. Let's imagine a function which can print ice cream for us. So we're going to make a function and we are going to give it a task of printing ice cream, and we are going to use parameters and variables such that the function can print different different flavors of ice cream. So let's define our function. We are going to define def our function. Remember, we use the keyword def, and then we follow it by our function name. So our function is going to be, let's call our function make. Our function, let's call it make ice cream. Make ice cream. So this is going to be our function def, the function name make ice cream, and inside here in the parentheses we are going to put a parameter, and this is going to be we're going to call it flavor. We are going to call it flavor. So our function is going to print ice cream, and we have given it a parameter of flavor. So this is at function definition. So when we get to the stage of calling our function, we shall pass on different values to our parameter here. So we shall pass different flavors into our parameter here, such that our function can print different flavors of ice cream. So let's our function is going to be, so we're going to say print. So print, we're going to print the flavor, and we shall say print flavor, and then we are going to add on the statement print flavor plus, and then this is going to be a string. So it's going to print the flavor that we shall have passed, and then it will add on the statement flavor ice cream is ready. Okay, so this is what we want our function to do. And so we are going to call the function. So when we call the function, we call it by stating its name, make ice cream. Now at function calling, we are going to put a variable. We're going to put an argument. Remember, this is a parameter. A parameter is a variable, and an argument here is going to be the value that is going to be passed on to our parameter. So let us put a flavor here. For example, let it be chocolate. So we have passed chocolate onto our parameter. So now here, the function here is going to print. This is what the function will print. So it will print chocolate ice cream is ready. Okay, so when we call the function, it will use this argument chocolate, which in this case is our flavor, and it will pass it onto the flavor parameter, and it will print chocolate ice cream is ready. So let us call the function while using another argument. So if we call the function make ice cream, at this time we'll pass another argument. For example, chocolate ice cream vanilla you can pass vanilla, and here it will print, the result will be vanilla ice cream. Vanilla ice cream is ready. Okay, so whichever flavor that you pass inside the parentheses at function calling is what the function will print. Okay, so you can go on and pass different flavors. For example, if you want ice cream, you want a particular flavor of ice cream, you just come here at function calling and you put the flavor, and the function will print that flavor of ice cream. Okay, so that is it there. So remember, you can call the function many times as you want. So you can say make ice cream, vanilla, make ice cream chocolate, vanilla. You can say strawberry. So you see, you just have to insert the flavor of the ice cream you want, and it will be printed by our function. Okay, we are going to do it practically as well. That is it. What else can we see? So let us also look at something that we call return. So imagine this is our function def make ice cream. So in this case, instead of just printing, let us say return. If we say return, we can return the flavor. We can return flavor, and then we can go on to add on this statement. Return flavor plus the string here, flavor ice cream is ready. Okay, and so if we use the return, so the return, there's a difference between a return and print. Remember, previously we have used print, and this time we are using return. So when we use return, the difference is return, it will return a value, and this value can be stored in memory, and it can be used later on. But the print will only print on the screen. So if we use return and to return this, okay, so at this time this is not going to be printed on the screen. The return, this will not be printed on the screen. It will only, this is used to return a value which can be used in future. For example, you may want this ice cream which has been returned, and later on you may want to add it with some other things to come out with another outcome. So when we use return, this will not print anything on the screen. But if we want to print, the outcome, the returned value on the screen, we shall go on to say print. We can go on to say print. Then here we shall have to print the function. We shall have to print the function call. Okay, so here we are just going to print the function call, and here the function call will be inside the print statement. So we shall say print the function name, which is make ice cream, and inside here is where we're going to put our argument, that is the flavor that we want. So we can say print make ice cream, and the flavor can be vanilla. Okay, so here this is now going to return, it's going to print the outcome on the screen. Okay, it's going to print the outcome on the screen. So return flavor, so print the the function called print vanilla. So this will be the same as flavor, that is vanilla ice cream is ready. So let's go on and do it practically on the machine, and we see what we're talking about. So we are understanding functions. Thank you.